Now, in the old days, they didn't have archaeologists like today. You know, the archaeology is a new science. So what happened is, he said, I'm going to take the mosaic out and I'm going to go under the mosaic, because the mosaic is from the 4th century. That means under the mosaic is the Roman era, is the Roman period. That will be Peter's house or Jesus' time. So this is what they did. He took, look at the mosaic, they are on the shelf. You see, there were mosaics all over. So he took them up and then he started to look till he found the bedrock, the original floor inside the circle wall. He found the original wall, ground or floor of Peter's house. How he knew that this is Peter? Because first of all, definitely this house belongs to a fisherman. Because they found a lot of things to do with fishermen, like stones that holes that they used to put it for net as weight. They found all these things of nice things to wooden things that they used for the boats and so on. And they are in the Franciscan Museum, by the way. The Franciscan, they have their own museum in the Via Dolorosa, in the Stations of the Cross in Jerusalem. And everything they find, they have all the right to keep it, like Magdala, because this is not a private owner. It's a Catholic church. So the Catholic as a church has all the right to keep their hands on the antiquities. Now, if you have a private house and they found something, the state has the right to take whatever you find there. Jars, money, coins, anything. But when this belongs to a church now, that's why the Franciscans kept everything for them. And they are the ones who put the wall, and they put these walls with fence there a little bit, so to tell people that this is a private property, don't jump. You know, this is not like a public area, this is a private property. So they put all around the Capernaum. But Capernaum doesn't finish here. Capernaum goes all the way to the Red Domes. This is the house of the centurion, by the way. They found beautiful Gentile mosaics, beautiful Roman mosaics on the floor. Jews will not put these kinds of mosaics in their floor. So who will have this nice villa in Capernaum? The centurion. That's why the Greek Orthodox, they built here, I can see it. The Greek Orthodox, they built actually a beautiful church with domes, with the little red domes, and there you can see a lot of mosaics from the time of Jesus, and it seems that this is where the centurion lived. Anyway, what I want to say is, after the Father Bagatti actually excavated the area, he found walls, but also he found like foundations of a house that was destroyed, and it was rebuilt bigger and then bigger, like the walls were going out and out and out. So he realized that this house used to be a house, but later it was a church. So this is the first house church in Galilee. We call it Domus Glacius. Domus Glacia, which means like a house that was turned to be what? To be a church. Now, where is the first house church in Christianity? The Last Supper room in Jerusalem. The upper room is the first house church. This is where the first time the disciples could meet without Jesus physically, but of course the Spirit of the Lord is there. But I mean, this is the first time they could pray together. That's why we call it Domus Iglesias. You know, it's a house church. But in Galilee, this is the house of Peter. Of course, everybody was expecting Jesus to come back. You know, Jesus went the last time to Jerusalem, and at that time there was no like Facebook, oh, Jesus on the Calvary, live, you know, from Galilee, or Jesus walking in the street, a selfie with the Lord. No, they had no clue that Jesus is not coming. So when they saw the disciples coming back, everybody was preparing his sick son, his sick daughter, waiting whom? Waiting the Lord to come, because that was his custom, to go to Jerusalem and come back, to go to Jerusalem and come back. But last time, he went to Jerusalem, but he didn't come back. So everybody like, hey, what happened? Where is this guy? Where is this master? Where is this prophet? Where is this rabbi? So everybody was wondering. So they started to come to where? To the house of Peter. They knew that this is where Jesus used to rest, to eat. This is where you can find the Lord here. And it seemed that this house was so small to fit all the people. And then they make it bigger and bigger till the 4th century, when Constantine announced Christianity to be a free religion. They built a beautiful church on the top. And then the church was destroyed, and then they built this nice chapel in the 80s only. You can see the lines actually represent the water, the X's represent the net, and the fish represent actually what represent the early Christian symbol. Why the fish? because the word Jesus Christ is the Son of God. If you take every letter from these words in Greek, you will finish with the word ekthos, and ekthos means fish. And that's why they used, the early Christians, they didn't use crosses, by the way. Pay attention. The early Christians, they didn't use crosses, they used fish as a symbol. Later, the cross actually started to be the symbol of the Christians in the 4th century and up till today. And if you give me one moment, can you hold this? This is how you can know that the one next to you is a Christian. You put like an arch, and if he make the next arch, okay, sometimes on the floor or sometimes on, you can tell, they couldn't say we are Christians, but remember, the Jews who converted to Christianity, they didn't leave actually their symbol. They kept the symbol always in their houses. What is the symbol of the Jews today? I'm not a good artist, yeah.
Oh, menorah?
Yeah, of course. The menorah. The menorah is the symbol of the Jews. The Star of David is not the symbol of the Jewish people. Later it started to be the symbol of the state of Israel. That's why you see the star on the flag of Israel. You see the star on the parliament, but you will never see a star in the synagogue. Really? Oh yeah, really? Go to a synagogue, you don't see a star. You see menorahs. Star was a symbol of David. You can find them on the stones, but if you want to know the symbol for the Jews is the menorah. Later today it's a mix. Jews, they start to put a star, which means like we are Jews. But this is the real actually symbol. Now, those Jews who kept the menorah and they started to believe Jesus is the Messiah, they added actually the fish to the menorah. Okay. Sorry, your pen is almost.
Because you're up and down, that's
Do I
why.
have another one?
No, it's because it's up and down. Lay it flat.
I just need the most important, the most important line. Okay. If you will put actually the star, if you will put actually the fish with the menorah, you will get the Star of David in the middle. Okay, that is the symbol. I'm not a good like this should be better, but